What if everything we know, our universe, our stars, our galaxies, our laws of physics, what if all of it is just one version of reality? Imagine this. Right now, as you breathe, as you listen, there could be countless other versions of you, living entirely different lives. A you that never made the same mistakes. A you that chose a different love. A you that never even existed at all. The multiverse. It is one of the most thrilling, dangerous, and mysterious ideas in all of science. It suggests that our universe isn't unique. That beyond the fabric of our cosmos, beyond the edge of what we can see, there may be countless other realities. This isn't just science fiction anymore. It's a theory being whispered across physics labs, written in the equations of string theory, and even hinted at in the faint cosmic echoes left behind from the birth of time itself. So the question is simple. Are we alone in existence? Or are we just one of many? The concept of multiple worlds isn't new. Philosophers in ancient Greece speculated that there might be countless universes beyond our own. In Hindu cosmology, the idea of infinite cycles of universes being created and destroyed was already part of spiritual thought. But in modern science, the multiverse sneaked in through the back door. It wasn't born as a wild theory, it was a solution, a way to explain strange problems about our own universe. Why is our universe so perfectly tuned for life? Why do the laws of physics seem balanced on a razor's edge, allowing stars, galaxies, and living beings to exist? Why is there something instead of nothing? The multiverse offers an answer. If there are countless universes, each with different laws, then we just happen to live in the one where conditions are right. Not because of miracle, but because of probability. But this probability is overwhelming. It means that anything you can imagine has already happened somewhere. At the smallest scale of reality, the universe doesn't behave like a solid machine. It behaves like a dream. Particles don't exist in one place. They exist in many states at once. They blur, overlap, vanish, and reappear. This is the foundation of quantum mechanics. And one of its strangest interpretations is the many worlds hypothesis. It says that every time a choice happens, reality splits. Not just metaphorically, but literally. Every decision creates new universes. You chose tea instead of coffee this morning? There's a universe where you chose coffee. You took the left road instead of the right? There's a universe where you didn't. Every possible outcome of every event doesn't just fade away. It becomes real. It lives in a separate universe. In this view, the multiverse isn't far away. It's layered on top of us, infinitely branching at every moment, with endless versions of ourselves, walking paths we never chose. Let's leave the quantum world and travel back to the beginning of time. 13.8 billion years ago, the universe exploded into existence. We call it the Big Bang. But scientists believe that just after the bang, the universe expanded at a speed faster than light. This process is called cosmic inflation. Here's where the mystery deepens. Inflation theory doesn't just describe our universe. It suggests that inflation could have created multiple universes. Bubbles of reality forming and expanding endlessly, like foam spreading in a cosmic ocean. We live inside one bubble. But there could be billions, trillions of other bubbles, each cut off from the others, each with different stars, different physics, maybe even dimensions we cannot imagine. In one bubble, gravity might crush stars before they shine. In another, chemistry might not exist at all. And in some rare bubbles like ours, conditions align to create the spark of life. This is not a myth. It is written in equations, tested in simulations, whispered by the faint radiation left behind from the birth of the cosmos. If the multiverse exists, can we prove it? After all, universes beyond our own can't simply be seen through a telescope. But scientists are searching for fingerprints. They look at the cosmic microwave background, the oldest light in the universe, the faint afterglow of the Big Bang. And here, there are anomalies, cold spots, unexplained patterns, ripples that some scientists argue could be scars, bruises where our universe may have collided with another. Imagine universes crashing like soap bubbles in a sink, some merging, some splitting apart, leaving behind faint marks. If true, then we aren't just speculating. We may already be seeing shadows of other universes across our skies. To understand the multiverse, we must dive into string theory. It's one of the most ambitious attempts in physics. It says that reality isn't built from tiny particles, but from vibrating strings of energy. And these strings don't just vibrate in our 3 dimensions. They require extra dimensions, 10 or even 11, dimensions curled so tightly we cannot see them. But here's the twist. Each way these dimensions curl could create a different universe, with different laws, different constants, different possibilities. The math predicts a staggering number of universes, 10 to the power of 500, a number so vast it makes infinity feel small. This string landscape is a playground of realities. And if it's true, our universe isn't special. It's just one thread in an infinite cosmic fabric. Not all multiverse ideas involve distant universes. Some suggest they exist right beside us. Parallel worlds, layered like pages in a book. Invisible but close. In these worlds, time might run differently. Space might fold in unfamiliar ways. And versions of us might be living lives so close that only a thin veil separates us. Some theories suggest that dark matter, the invisible substance that makes up most of the universe, could even be matter from a parallel universe, leaking into ours. If true, then the shadows we measure in galaxies might not just be cosmic mysteries, they might be the fingerprints of another reality, brushing against our own. And then there's the most unsettling version. What if our universe isn't real at all? What if it's simulated? If advanced civilizations exist, they might run simulations of universes, billions of them. And if so, the odds suggest that we are far more likely to be inside a simulation than the one true reality. If this is correct, the multiverse isn't just physical, it's digital. We are codes inside codes, worlds within worlds, running endlessly, created not by gods but by programmers. The multiverse is a thrilling idea, but it's also dangerous. Because if everything exists somewhere, does anything matter? If every choice leads to a new universe, are our actions meaningless? If infinite versions of us exist, is the real us even special? This is where science collides with philosophy. The multiverse forces us to question meaning, morality, and the nature of existence itself. Maybe we matter because, in this universe, we choose. And these choices shape the only version of reality we can truly touch. Right now, the multiverse remains a theory. No telescope has captured another universe. No equation has proven them beyond doubt. But science is moving forward. Future experiments in quantum computing, particle physics, and space exploration may reveal cracks in our cosmic bubble. We may one day detect evidence of other universes, not in science fiction novels, but in laboratory data. And if that day comes, humanity will face its greatest awakening. We will realize we are not the center, not even the only universe, but just one note in a symphony of infinite realities. So I ask again, are we alone in existence, or are we just one of many? The truth may be terrifying or liberating, perhaps both. But one thing is certain. The multiverse reminds us that reality is far stranger than we can imagine. That our lives, our choices, our very existence may be part of a cosmic ocean of endless possibilities. And as we look up at the night sky, filled with stars that whisper of infinity, we are left with a haunting thought. This might not be the only universe watching back.